Hello, my name is Jamie Shaw, and I'm a Senior CAD Support Specialist for the Illinois Department of Transportation. And today we're going to talk summary quantities. I've already got, summary quantities in here that I've created a sheet, but I'm going to show you how to import it. If you go out to the IDOT website, which I can show you here real quick. So we'll go easiest way to get to the IDOT website is select doing business, go all the way down to IDOT CAD support and information. You'll get to the IDOT CAD support webpage. Scroll down till you see CAD. Select that little arrow down and click support. This is where all our stuff is. If you scroll down to summary quantities, you can download the latest summary quantities XLS spreadsheet. I already have one that I'm using in ProjectWise, so I can bring it over here. You want to pay attention to your area, so A1 all the way down to F36. We're going to get this first table in here, so I'll move that back over out of the way. So I want to go to my planned production tab, drawing production. I'm going to pick place table. Then I'm going to pick on that from file, which looks like an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to come over and pick the three dots over here. Mine's thinking because I've already done this once. But if we come over and pick that, go and pick our sheet. I'm in ProjectWise, so I'm going to see all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to pick that spreadsheet, select open, and then it's going to ask me, I'm going to get this cell selection. I'm going to pick summary quantities, assuming you've gone through the summary quantities and selected all your quantities and then used the macros to produce a summary quantity spreadsheet. Then I'm going to change my range to manual. Sorry about that, my dog was barking. So we'll pick manual, then we're going to pick A1, and then we're going to type F36 in here. 36, then we'll hit OK. Give it a second. Now, I'm in ORD 2024, so it's going to come in kind of goofy at first. So I go ahead and left click and place it. And then I can go, as soon as it's done thinking, I can go select the table. And see how my text is all goofed up here. I just want to grab the line there and drag it over just a little bit. Give it a minute for the table to refresh. And then same in the units quantity. I'm going to grab the right next to the D, and I'm going to drag it over just a little bit so everything comes out the way it's supposed to. I'll left click and select it. Give it a minute to refresh. And now I can create my summary quantity sheet. So I'll go to drawing production, place name boundary. We'll pick from drawing boundary, and then we're going to pick the detail sheet. Now this detail sheet will work for general notes, details, summary quantities, schedule quantities, whatever. So I'm going to give it a name of summary quantities. I think I already have a summary quantities. Yes, I do. So it's going to give me a 1 automatically. I'm going to set my sheet size to 1 to 50. See the sheet size. I want to put it around there. Make sure you have your create drawing checked. Then I want to left click. It'll open my create drawing dialog box. I want to make sure this is set to 1 to 50. And this is 1 to 50. If I'm building my sheet index, I can add it to sheet index. Then hit OK. It brings in my quantities. And then you can continue on in the summary quantity sheet building the other tables. If you want to wait and arrange them so you can get multiple on a page, that's fine. So that's the simplest way to do your summary quantities. There's going to be some other ways to do quantities in the future, which I'll discuss in other videos, but this is the simplest way to get your quantities in here. So say I wanted to do the next one in here too, so it would be A72 to F108. So A72, write that down, A72 to F108. So let's do place table again. Still going to load up the same one. So we're going to pick it again so we can put a different one in there. Open. Change it to manual. This time it's going to be A72 to F108. No, hit OK. See that one. I forgot to pick summary quantities, so let's go back and fix that. So all documents, English SOQ, A72 to F108 is fine. So I want to make sure that's selected as summary quantities, selected to manual, A72 to F108. Hit OK. Give it a minute to load up. There's your next one. You can put it right on top of it there if you want. And then you have to do the same as I showed before. But finish thinking, which we may be outside our boundary, and we are just a little bit. So just want to pick our table, drag it over just a little bit. Same with column D. We want to drag it over just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. So let that refresh a little bit. So what we can do here, we can come in and use our basic MicroStation tools, hit move, select that corner. Oops, I'm still highlighted on that other table. So select move, select the corner of this one, drag it all the way over to the very edge, close as we can get. So it's moved over there, then we can come and grab this one and put it up there. So you get a general idea. You may want to place your boundary after the fact, or you can modify it so it takes out this edge here. Instead of A72, do A73. I mean B72. So that way you can get it all to fit, because right now it's going to cut off that. So it's going to cut that off, which we don't want. Or we can stick it below it. I can still move this one over. You can see my boundary still right there at the edge, so we can move this one more so we can get our second one in, cut that boundary off just a little bit there. So you may want to just, let's see, it all fits there like that. So you may want to just place a couple of your sheets in there, line them all up. And see, I got that one. I may want to drop that down to A73. That way I'm cutting out that top strip and they all line up the same. So you want to kind of plan it out and then place your name boundaries. You may want to go to 100. See, that one still didn't move in the name boundary. So, but you get the general idea of what I'm trying to do. So I would probably place a couple of these, do a couple of them together, do a 100-foot sheet, where I can get 3 of them on there if I have a bunch, and then do another set of 3 and then do another 100-foot name boundary. That way I could get all of them in there. So you have the general idea. So that's how we're doing summary quantities right now. Like I said, eventually there'll be a little bit better way to do summary quantities, but that's it for now. So thanks for watching. That's all I have for you today.